About this man who was knocked by the speeding vehicles by the president when he was heading to those Langata and the slum areas, Adam's Cade place. And remember, this was a foreigner for that case. Real, who is a pathologist, reported that Edgar Frederick had encountered a variety of injuries on the left chest, and then the head was completely crushed. This is traumatizing even to the family, actually, and it paints a very bad picture for Kenya. Now, when you look at this, you wonder why the presidential vehicles have to speed in such a way that they fear something. Is there some fear that is always instilled, or rather, does the presidential crew also have that fear? Or why do they speed in such a way that whenever they are passing a place, then it is not safe for anybody to even cross at all? Now, Frederick Edgar, as it has been indicated, is one of a major person, a philanthropist who has been serving Kenyans. Now, you can imagine this person has been using his funds to even help in his, some of his projects were targeting helping people. And it's very sad that we lose such a person just because the presidential vehicles were going to Kibera. What was the rush for? Because after all, the march I saw when the president went to Kibera, he was feeding people with chapatis and making provinces and, reassuring them about projects. And so I don't see how the driver couldn't actually see him, or wasn't there a way they could have actually spared his life? It's very traumatizing. It's annoying. It's to the human ground. I saw Hussein talking about it, and it was like nobody qualifies to die in such a terrible death. And of course, when you listen to the pathologist, then you would just wish like you would cry. How do you... the first vehicle, of course, ran over him, and then others seemed to also do the same. Because if you look at the speed at which these vehicles were going at Adam's Cade, then you are very sure that it was not one vehicle or two that ran over him. No wonder he was completely killed. So is it that the lives of individuals in a situation where the presidential vehicles are passing a place is not necessary or important? Or does it matter that you just arrive and the safety of people is not considered? So I cannot actually understand. Up to now, I'm yet to have somebody to explain to me why this has to happen. Now, I also wonder if in developed nations like the UK, America, do the presidents speed as we see vehicles in Kenya for the presidential vehicles, how they speed and the rush, and it's like, people are scared. It's like they feel somebody who's after their life. Why does it happen in such a way, In fact, you see bouncers and all that all over. Sometimes the security is hiked and all that. So what is the fear that our African leaders have whenever they go to places? What is this that they feel will happen to them, and why? Because if you are leading your people properly and you trust that they trust in you and they chose you, and so you are their leader, then why should you be so scared? And why should you be like in a rush, in a situation whereby when you step in a place, security is upscaled and the citizens are, in fact, now the suspects, combat and, surveillance has to be put in place. Sometimes even they push and they rough up some people who look like they're approaching the crew. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about why this happens in Africa, because I wonder whether that is why the space between the leader and the citizens is so big, the gap, in a manner that sometimes you have to go through a very long process for a message to be delivered, and it will never be delivered, of course, if those people feel like that message shouldn't reach there. And I don't know why this is why abductions are being conducted, and then we are told nobody knows. Is it that this many people are surrounding the president, then feel like they have always to make sure people don't reach the president? because people may reach you not with bad intention. And of course, if you have machines to just check whether they don't have a tool or what have you, if they have a message, why not? Because I'm looking at the case of the president of Tanzania, the former. He used to reach people, and I never used to see such security. I'm also thinking, because I always look at the presidents of these other nations, and even though there might be some security, but the level to which it is done is not as much as ours. So it's quite sad that this happened to Edgar, and I don't know what picture it has painted for us out there, because I saw so many people now beginning to talk about what will happen. So guys, it's a sad situation and we need to condone it. It's not a good situation. It doesn't put us in a good picture, because sometimes people just say things are things and done is done, and what do you know, you know. But anyway, I don't feel good about this. So guys, bye-bye for now, but I hope that things will be resolved in an appropriate way, and such situation will never happen again. So nice time, guys, and I love you guys for watching my videos, supporting me, because without you, then whom am I making content for? Bye bye.